Hey everybody, Joe Joseph here for thedailysheeple.com, and this is your news shot. So I'm going to go to techdirt.com, where they're saying California's top court has ruled cops have to hand over automatic plate reader records. See, that's right. What you're coming to find out is as the police have more and more power, and they're getting it, even though the Obama administration will say, well, no, we rolled back certain provisions and we fought against the police state. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. It was a crumb. That's it. One crumb. That was all you did. And now Attorney General Jeff Sessions and President Trump have totally turned and destroyed that crumb with the reimplementation of the 1033 program, giving military equipment to your police. And what happens when you militarize the police? Well, they act like the military and they treat you like an enemy. Instead of being a public servant and seeing the people as somebody that they serve, no, they see the public as people they rule over. Kind of like the SS did to Germans in Germany. And now police are crying because the EFF, the Electronic Frontiers Foundation, and the ACLU have achieved a victory in an acronym-heavy public records case. It says the California Supreme Court has ruled that the LAPD and the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department will have to turn over data acquired by their automatic license plate readers. Both entities tried to keep these records from the EFF and ACLU by claiming every single one of the millions of plates recorded were investigatory records exempt from disclosure under California's public records law. Now, this apparently included the millions of non-hit records never utilized in any LAPD or Sheriff's Department investigation. Now, with the plate readers collecting 1.5 to 2 million records per week, they were basically arguing every driver passing by a police car with one of these scanners are under investigation. That's what they said. And that's not how their state Supreme Court saw it. The investigatory records exemption pertains to targeted ongoing investigations. The public records law cannot be stretched to cover indiscriminate mass surveillance. The court also said that the fact that the database of records is routinely searched during current investigations does not make everything in it immune from public records requests. If the law were interpreted this way, all it would take to exempt every one of the millions of plate records from disclosure would be the inclusion of a targeted plate in every batch of ALPR records requested. The law enforcement agencies also claimed any release of the data would harm law enforcement interests, supposedly by giving the criminals the info they needed to avoid plate readers. But, of course, that is also far-fetched and not the case. It says the problem with this aspect of the trial court's analysis is that even assuming patrol patterns can be inferred from ALPR data, there's little reason to believe that this possibility points meaningfully towards a clear overbalance on the side of confidentiality with respect to all the records sought. Now, the court, however, does find one thing to be concerned with, and it's an issue with the way the LAPD and LASD generally don't take into consideration until they're being asked to hand over bulk collection records, and that's privacy. And that, basically, this is what the court said. Although we acknowledge that revealing raw ALPR data would be helpful in determining the extent to which ALPR technology threatens privacy, the act of revealing the data would itself jeopardize the privacy of everyone associated with a scanned plate. Given that real parties each conduct more than 1 million scans per week, this threat to privacy is significant. We therefore conclude that the public interest in preventing such disclosure clearly outweighs the public interest served by disclosure of these records. So what this means is the ACLU and EFF will end up with the data they seek, but it's going to be anonymous. Basically, they're going to anonymize all of the information. And they don't know how it's going to be, but they'll get data, but it will not point to any owner specifically. So, big win out in California with regards to the surveillance state. Again, not acceptable by any means that the police are even doing this, let alone if you have a scanner, right? If they're scanning your license plate and they do that, that constitutes a search. They're searching a database. They're doing a search on you and your information. And you could just be driving down the street, minding your own business. What if they make a mistake? All of a sudden, you're going to trust the cops to do the right thing. They're going to come up on you, guns a-blazing, and probably kill you with how militarized they are now. That's what's so troubling about all this. Not only is it the loss of privacy without consent, but it's also the fact that any Joe Schmuckatelli cop can roll up on you acting all Billy Badass and kill you for no reason. So just be aware, and pay attention. But good win for the ACLU and EFF. I'm Joe Joseph. This was the DailySheeple.com's News Shot. Feel free to comment below and visit our website at thedailysheeple.com. Have a great day.